I get so embarrassed when I be hearing this Jehovah's Witness stuff, and I just be like, oh my God, I can't believe I had to deal with this stuff for 30 years. It's always something, and the fuckery is so deep, and I try to ignore it a lot of times, but it's like sometimes I just have to go in, because, I mean, it's the biggest group of narcissists ever, and, you know, of course, they feel like only baptized Jehovah's Witnesses is the ones that's going to be saved after Armageddon in the end. And so now Serena Williams got baptized and her husband is into the LGBTQ stuff. And, you know, Prince was Jehovah's Witness. Michael Jackson was Jehovah's Witness. All of that stuff was like for a reason and to get everything like set in the wrong way. But they think it's just so wonderful, right? But it's not, goddamn. And so, like, I'll watch, you know, spiritual stuff or lectures before I go to bed. And, you know, this popped up, so I had to watch it. But, like, this is so, I just got to play it. Because, like, no.
Where it says that only the anointed and great crowd together in Jehovah's organization will survive the doom coming against Satan's organization. Now,
And they used to say that, you know, it was going to be only Jehovah's Witnesses that was going to heaven. And like in the magazines, it would be like all white people. And like the ones who was like ahead of the organization would be like all white people. And so, you know, that's so much programming that we had to deal with anyway, you know, as black people. But then being in a religion like that didn't show you as it being a part of something like quote unquote heaven that they ass can't even be a part of. It's like, it's so crazy. And people are still dealing with this and affected by this today, 2023. And then on top of that, we all know that Serena Williams is a transgender. We know that she's really a man, her and her sister. We know that. So she wasn't really pregnant. It wasn't all that real, but it wasn't all that. So now they got this stuff in there, and now she's getting baptized. And then this is what they're talking about. She's going to be teaching her kids.
How do we get a firm hold on the real life?
I'm so embarrassed.
To attain the real life, you must be a baptized Christian servant of Jehovah. To attain the real life, you must be a baptized Christian servant of Jehovah God.
So this is right out of the Jehovah's Witness higher ups, the elders.
Serena Williams got indoctrinated with the fear-mongering of Christianity.
Yeah, exactly.
She wasn't indoctrinated with fear-mongering. This was a plan.
Cartoon.
This is a whole plan and a big distraction.
Children, because Serena Williams
That's the craziest shit in the
is
world.
going to be teaching her children from this cartoon.
And we just heard this morning that she accidentally posted on social media.
Accidentally?
That she's pregnant again.
Accidentally?
So, feel sorry for these
Nobody
kids,
can accidentally post stuff on social media.
From
nobody. Hello?
Caleb and Sophia cartoon, and the name of the video is One Man and One Woman. And
it's the worst organization in the world.
Too small.
Carrie drew two mommies. She told me they're married to each other. My teacher says that all that matters is that people love each other and that they're happy.
Well, people have their own ideas about what is right and wrong. But what matters is how Jehovah feels.
Oh, Lord.
He wants us to be happy, and he knows how we can be happiest. That's why he invented marriage the way he did.
You mean one man and one woman?
Exactly. He wants us to be his friend and live in paradise forever. But we have to follow his standards to get there. At Matthew 7:13 and 14, it talks about the road leading to paradise. To get there, Jehovah says we have to leave some things behind. That means anything Jehovah doesn't approve of.
And it's so sad because if Serena Williams has been trying to teach her children to love everybody,
listen to the
kind to everybody, now indoctrinating them as a Jehovah Witness, now they will begin to be taught.
It's like a double jumps. This is like real lifetime. I can't believe it.
Jehovah's standards.
They're just promulgating the same hate that their governing body does. And eventually, you just may see Serena Williams doing the same thing because Jehovah's Witnesses are taught to lie,
yes,
to to deflect.
Yes.
Well, when they're taught to lie, they'll qualify it as theocratic warfare.
Yep.
See? So in their mind,
and taught to love
okay
conditionally.
to lie when the qualifier theocratic warfare is in their mind.
And they'll lie to anybody.
Please understand the grave mistake that this woman has made and what her children are going to be.
They don't even
with.
get how deep it goes.
Now,
you feel me?
we mentioned gender
It's
equality
crazy.
before. Now, Jehovah's Witnesses believe women are supposed to be modest and dress modestly. And we've seen several pictures of Serena Williams in mini dresses and lots of makeup and low-cut blouses. Well, the elders are going to have to talk to her about that because you can't have Jehovah Witness sisters dressing like that. And I don't know how they are going to try to sanitize her history because she was in the body issue of the ESPN magazine. And this magazine was from October 2009. She was on the cover. And, I mean, any Jehovah Witness that did something like that would have to be disfellowshipped.
They're trying to shame us at the same time, too, with this craziness.
When it comes to the Watchtower Bible Tract Society, they are a business posing as a religion.
There you go.
They are a business posing as a religion.
There you go.
Now, if any of you friends
They're
are
a business.
See it in their so-called gay marriage. We see it in the gender blurring that the world is promoting. You don't have to be a man or a woman, they say. You can be whatever you feel like or choose to be. Really? What does Jehovah say about that?
And what about the Jehovah's Witness
Deuteronomy
pedophilia?
chapter 22 and verse
It's crazy.
5, he told the nation of Israel that, quote, a woman must not put on the clothing of a man, nor should a man wear the clothing of a woman.
I don't miss this
For
at all.
anyone doing so is
so embarrassed.
detestable to Jehovah your God. If that is how the Creator feels about the switching of clothing, how much more detestable he must view the world's attempts to blur the lines of gender with false labeling.
So what is Serena
The
Williams?
World Health Organization
And what
adjusted
about
its
their
view of gender.
pedophilia? That's worse
It now
than
states
the
that,
Catholics.
Well, that's the whole thing with when we get into a new age, the age of enlightenment, things in human society are naturally going to change. And for the world of Christianity right now, that's collapsing because there is too much contradictory information out there to show for a fact the Bible's been tampered with. And they show, and today's research shows that even Watchtower's Bible has been changed. That's why they went from the New World Translation to the Revised New World Translation.
They have 5 revisions.
Had to change it. You know, when they talk about God, when you do your research, you will see that the ancient Israelites believed in a pantheon of gods. The ancient Greeks, all the same nonsense. But yet these people are getting filthy rich off of the crap that they're pushing right now.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting
Look at that.
to see.
They have the
what
tennis
happens in the
rackets
future
behind their heads
if
like
Serena
halos
Williams is still gonna be
while they're
supporting
draped
these groups that
in the flags.
Watchtower
This is an
speaks
attack on
against.
melanated women too.
Well,
Only time
Black
will
women,
tell.
whatever.
here again, religion is a snare and a racket, and they're going to use her identity as some sort of recruiting mechanism because there's so many people that are non-Jehovah's Witnesses that just love this goddess, this tennis star. And Watchtower is, I guarantee you, they're going to use her as
That's the way
some
he
sort of,
sees.
is a strong
Same thing
possibility.
I see it.
But you know who came to mind? Prince and Michael Jackson. See, if I
They 3
myself
black ass. Ain't this
wanted
something?
to become a
Oh my
musician,
gosh.
because I am a drummer, if I wanted to join a band Watchtower would put a quick end to that.
Right.
Because, see, now you're getting involved with the world. You're doing what the world does. But no, it's okay for Michael Jackson to do it because he's got more money than God himself or even Prince. Come on.
But he's right. And this is why I'm starting my music career this late in life, because they demonize all of that. So I'm making this a full video because it's ridiculous that people are still having to deal with this in 2023 to this degree. They're desperate, but it's over. It's over for them.
As they're preaching about righteousness and kiss the Son, and are you prepared for the day that Jesus comes along and wipes the earth of all wickedness and ungodly men? They're hiding child sex abuse.
Told you.
They're hiding it and they're getting caught for it.
Yep.
So the very thing that this organization goes out of its way to condemn, they're hiding it, and they've been practicing it since day one.
Worse than the Catholics.
Yeah. And the pervos they're hiding in the organization, those are the ones they should be.
And it's true, because I was abused by them.
The members
it's full of perverts.
And call
pedophiles
despicable or detestable. Those are the ones they're
and knowing that my family supports them makes me mad.
Not people who are gender blending.